Welcome to GTV. I've got Francis Duku from Our Game. Francis, thanks for turning up today.
No problem.
Francis, obviously Our Game. Give us a little brief insight into what Our Game is actually about.
Okay, me, I've played non-league now for 16 odd years and coming to the end of my career, and I've seen a lot of things over that time, both good and bad, which have affected me, affected teammates, affected opponents. And I just saw there was a need for something to help the players out, and I decided to try and do something about it. So we put together a service which will look after going to look after players on the pitch and off the pitch, and just to help them do things which sometimes I just don't even know is out there for them.
Right. So you've had a situation recently where a player has got injured, and then they basically come to you for your help, and obviously the organisation's help. Why do players do that when obviously you came to them before and told them exactly what would happen and use their in that case?
I mean, using that example, one of our key services is the player insurance, which we've managed to get at a rate which is less than half of what you pay for in the market. So the total package which we give is insurance plus everything else, but straight away we save you money, what you pay elsewhere. But talking to players, we've had some who've, there's been people who've joined, but there's also been people we've looked at and we've talked to, and they've been, Francis, we like it, do it, but then they haven't done it. You say people have then got injured, and all of a sudden they remember, oh, actually, there's this service out there, so the phone. Now, it's not coming from my pocket to be able to do it. I've signed deals with people to deliver a service, but some people are still thinking, because it's due, because I know, can we just do things to get it around?
Yeah, cut corners.
Yeah, and it's impossible. We're trying to put a service together which we priced as cheaply as possible to make it effective for the players, so you can afford it, but also feel the benefit from it. So we're just trying to get into players' minds. You need to think past the fact of, oh, it's a bit more money coming out of my pocket. At the end of the day, it's less than £1 a day. You turn up at football and people talk about, I've got £20 on the horses this week, or I've paid this fine, I'm going out next dinner tonight, I'm going to spend whatever at the table. We're saying for such a small proportion of that, when you get injured, we'll be able to help you. We can help you get fit again, we can help you with your rehab, we can help you not lose money. You get paid the money anyway, whether the club pays you or not. So really, you could actually make money when you're injured. We're not going to encourage that, but it's a fact of the policy. We want you to get back playing as soon as possible, and that's the whole point of the service, to help you play football in the ways that you say you want to. By the fact you turn up twice a week and you do pre-season, you travel up and down the country. If you're prepared to do all that sacrifice, where's the difference? When you look at it, well, you actually now need to step forward and do something more.
So what would you say are the key things for people to know that the service actually offers them? Because that's the key thing people need to know. Yeah,
I mean, the key thing I'll go back to again is insurance. Especially these days, tougher times, clubs are not paying people. It's not necessarily the club's fault, but you could get injured for a club and be told, well, we can't pay you. You got injured for that club, but if they can't pay you, they can't pay you. Some choose not to pay you, which is a different subject altogether, but we want you to take responsibility, and we're giving you where you can take responsibility. So on the insurance, you can get that benefit there. But the insurance also brings with it things like career ending. No one insures a semi-professional footballer for career-ending injuries, as far as I'm aware. We do. We can help you with your rehab at some of the best places in the country. So we've got a arrangement with St George's Park. We've got an arrangement with a company called Arthur Kinetic, who are one of 22 FIFA medical centres of excellence in the world. So with the insurance benefit, they will give you even more coverage than the value of that property, that value of that payment. If you went and paid for it, which not many people would do, you wouldn't get the same level of treatment which we're able to get for you, but that also piles on top all for this ridiculous payment. But away from the insurance, we talk about discounts on boots, we work with car supply who source and finance cars for you at rates which you'll find hard to beat, and we're talking top end to middle of the range cars as well, cars which we will all drive. The holidays, we've a few people I know just booked to go to Vegas through the people I've got in touch with. The group has saved £400 on their Vegas holiday. That goes a long way towards paying.
Of course, extra little benefits on top of just your average, obviously, if you get injured and things like that. So, the market is for mainly your semi-professional players.
Exclusively for non-professional. So we're saying semi-pro right the way down to your casual player who plays by the sides. One of our membership options, which we're currently offering at £5 a month, would give you up to £200 of private physio benefit if you got injured. So You know, say again, for £5 a month, that's £60 for the year. If you got injured, you can see private physio price of £200. You know, over 3 times your membership plan. Your £5 a month, what do people spend that? This is a month,
Of course, yeah.
But it's getting people to recognise that the help is out there, and it's out there at what is a very affordable price. Do you want the help? Because if you don't want the help, the things which you then see when people sit in the change room, I mean, you as a manager, you'll heard people go, oh, they haven't done this, they haven't done that, it hasn't helped me. If you don't want to help yourself, who's supposed to help you? You know, nobody owes you anything, nobody owes you a living, but people are there trying to help you do the things which you claim you want to do. People need to step up and embrace it properly.
Right, so I personally think it's a fantastic model. I think within non-league, obviously I've played in league and non-league, especially more in non-league in recent times, and managing in non-league football. And one of the key things I would say is there isn't enough, obviously bodies doing enough for these players. So for what you've actually got is obviously unique to obviously non-league football and amateur football as well, which you're basically saying. So it doesn't make a difference what level you play at. From semi-professional downwards, you will get covered.
Yeah.
So I'm personally saying that I think it's fantastic, and we are going to get the message out there. So please do have a look at this. Can you tell us obviously what Twitter accounts you've got?
Yeah, our Twitter account is @our_game. Our website is www.ourgamefootball.com, and we're also on Facebook, Our Game Football. To LinkedIn account, etc. But you know, we're there. The presence is there. We just want to try and get this into people's mindsets. It's not for everybody, because some people, no matter what you do, will not want it. But you know, I can accept that. But for those who, you know, you're thinking about it, just get in touch and ask the question, because when it's too late, you know, there's limits to what can be done. You know, which is next to nothing. You need to actually be able to do things before it's too late. That's where we're trying to drive that message across.
And that's the key point. Do it before it's too late. Don't make excuses. Don't go, I wish I would have done it, because back in the day there was not this option. That option is there today. So Francis, thank you for today, and enjoy your day.
Cool, thanks.